A sunny day in Mumbai and the waters are chock-a-block with yachts. The rich in India's financial capital are increasingly buying themselves big toys for the sea, like 33-year-old Akshay Batra, the proud owner of a yacht worth over $250,000.
At the end of the day, it comes down to value and not price. If you look at things in terms of price, they often don't make sense. It doesn't make sense to buy an apartment in Mumbai when it's so expensive, but you have to do it. It's the value you get out of it. Similarly, from the boat, if you look at it as a pure price decision, you probably won't do it. But in terms of value, I'd say I've received far more than I've invested. Because the kind of time that I've spent with my family, bringing up my son, spending quality moments with him on the boat, and for that I think I've got tremendous value.
Akshay's pride and joy has 2 cabins, state-of-the-art navigation, and even monogrammed crockery. And while he likes putting the boat through its paces, there's also a crew of 3 on hand. This is essential because most of India's new yacht owners are first-timers with little experience in sailing or handling a yacht.
For them, sea is something completely unknown. They are worried how safe it is. They are worried if the engine stops on the way, if they're cruising there, they get petrified. So they need to know that we know how to take care, how to manage in the ocean.
Such services don't come cheap, costing upwards of $1,300 a month. Yet many in Mumbai still see the value in having a personal yacht. Anil Chandok is here with his daughter Aarti to meet Anju, whose company distributes many of the world's leading yacht brands in India.
Being born and brought up in Bombay, surrounded by the sea, I always wondered, what it would be to sail. And now that I have a little bit of spare time, I thought I'll take it up and start the hobby. But it's very relaxing. It's real fun to go out on the water, even if it's not far away, just a few kilometers into the sea. Let the wind do all the work for you while you just sit back and point the boat in the right direction. It's a lot of fun.
But there is no large marina in India, and some believe this lack of yachting infrastructure, especially in Mumbai and Chennai, is hampering the growth of the industry.
You can't play golf without golf courses. Equally, you can't fly aeroplanes without airports. You can't go skiing without ski resorts. In boating is very similar. You really need marinas to have a significant boating industry. Otherwise, where are people going to park their boats?
The lack of a marina means getting to the boats is a task in itself, requiring an often slippery, dangerous trip to the yacht on a smaller boat. This lack of access also makes maintenance a chore.
It's very difficult to maintain a boat in Bombay. There are no offshore petrol pumps where you can fill fuel. You have to jerry can them from land. You have to jerry can your water. You have to carry it in those little boats and then fill it up. That's very inconvenient.
That inconvenience didn't seem to put off buyers at the recent Mumbai International Boat Show, but they are starting to ask some tough questions.
They're interested in buying the yacht, they're interested in the activity, but the point comes where they have to ask the question of, what am I going to do with this yacht? Where am I going to moor it during monsoon? If I need someone to service it, who's going to be there? And I think until that happens and until marinas arrive and all that infrastructure is there, then their hobby is limited.
Still, such is the demand that all the leading yacht makers in the world are eyeing the Indian market. Italian manufacturer Azimuth Yachts is even planning to set up 2 service points in India to ensure that spare parts reach its customers quickly.
The 3 markets to which all the industry, all the yacht builders are looking at are Brazil, China and India. So you are among the best 3. We are setting up a warehouse with spare parts in Asia to better serve the dealer in Asia, to send the part overnight to all the dealers, just to give to a customer a complete service.
With the growth in yacht numbers, local governments in India are coming under increased pressure to build marinas. Yet this expense could reap benefits if India establishes itself on the international yachting map.
With a marina here as well, we would be able to host many yachting events, sailing events, international events as well. And when you get international racing craft coming in for 3 or 4 days, there's a big sort of media circus, and the economic benefit is measured in tens or even hundreds of millions of dollars. and the media coverage worldwide is enormous.
And while India waits patiently for the wheels of government to move, many in Mumbai can already see the future in their harbour. The Indian Empress is a super yacht owned by tycoon Vijay Mallya. At over 300 feet, it's almost 10 times the length of Akshay's yacht. It's no wonder India's rich aspire to owning their own floating symbol of luxury.